the channel. You find me today in my dad's Nissan Qashqai. I am heading up to pick up the Mercedes and we are going to get a new battery hopefully installed. As you might have seen before, the Mercedes has a bit of an issue when it's starting up. Basically it needs to be jump started every time, and it just adds on unnecessary time to any journey as well. So today we're going to pick up the Mercedes. We're going to head over to Kimmage to a place called Battery World. And I called Battery World during the week to check if they have a replacement battery for the Mercedes, and they do. So we can head over this morning. They're open till 12:30. So it is now just past 10 o'clock. So it should give us plenty of time to get back to the house, jump start the car, and then head over to Kimmage. At the moment, I just have the Qashqai and we also have a Mazda 3, but it's not as aesthetically pleasing as the Mercedes. As soon as I got to the house, I got started on setting up the jump leads. One of the more unique features of the Mercedes is the battery is actually located in the boot of the car. Now, the condition that my dad left the battery in and the cables around the battery is actually quite dangerous. As you can see here, a lot of the cables are exposed. What I've done in the meantime is tape them all up. This should reduce any risk of any of the cables touching each other and causing a fire. Once the jump leads were attached, I started up the Nissan and then tried to start the Mercedes to see if there was any life in it yet. Unfortunately, because the car was lying up for so long, there wasn't any charge in the battery just yet. While I waited for the battery to charge up, I got to work on installing my camera mount. This particular camera mount is called the Delkin Fat Gecko camera mount. I got this off Amazon and it's pretty good, very stable and doesn't move the camera too much. Once the camera mount was installed, it was time to try start the car again. At long last, we were back in action once again. After tidying everything away, putting the jump leads away, moving the Nissan out of the way, it was time to head off. Back on the roads in the Mercedes. It took a while, only twice I had to try and jump start the car. but it worked like a charm on the second time. So now, after a quick pit stop in the petrol station to get a bit of air in the tires, one of the tires had gone completely flat, so it was quite busy. I didn't actually shoot any footage when I got there, so it was a quick in and out. But now we're back on the road and heading off to Kimmage to get the battery tested, number one, and number two, if the battery is no use, we're going to get a replacement battery and they're going to fit it and everything like that for me. As I was saying earlier on, the idea is to get this car in a position to be a bit more reliable, so I can use it on the off chance I have a bit of free time and I want to make a bit of content for the channel. I can take it out and document all the different jobs that we're going to be doing on the car in the next couple of months. The idea is to today get a new battery and then have a full service check, make sure that everything is working okay, and if there's any issues to try and see how much it's going to cost to fix them. The next thing I want to try and do is get a full body repair, to get somebody to do a complete once over of the car and get the body work in check as well. There's a couple of bumps, a couple of scratches, a couple of dents. I just want to get them smoothened out and have it looking a little bit more presentable. After that, money allowing, I want to get a new set of wheels. The alloys on it at the moment are quite old-fashioned, they don't look the best, so I think a new set of wheels will be a nice addition and spruce up the image a little bit more. So that's the plan for the next couple of months. I hope you guys are interested, and I hope you guys stick around and tune in and find out what the car looks like after the next couple of months. So come with me on the journey. I'm sure there'll be obstacles and ups and downs and bills that I'd have to pay that I didn't think I'd have to. So hopefully it'll be interesting to you guys. It will be interesting for me. It's my life. It's going to be, the next couple of months is going to be crucial in deciding whether I want to keep the car or if I want to sell it on. I have asked around, I've asked a few people that I know, and they said that you probably could sell it, but because of it, if it's so kind of unique and there's kind of a niche market out there, it's very difficult to get somebody that will want this exact car and have the money to pay as well. Now, I did say I was heading over to Kimmage earlier in the video, and obviously what you're seeing on the screen is not the journey to Kimmage. But I think it's pretty, so it's going to stay in the video. When I got to Battery World, there was a guy there that was asking a couple of questions before he found the right battery for the Mercedes. While he was chatting to me, he noticed that the car was still outside and it was running because I was too afraid to turn it off in case it wouldn't start again. Armed with the new battery, he came out to the car, had a look, opened the boot and got to work. He did a quick power test to see if there was a problem with the initial battery, and after seeing that the battery wasn't holding its charge, decided that it definitely needed a new battery. So the new battery was put in, and as you can see, I was there for moral support, cracked a few jokes and generally made him laugh. Once the new battery was put in, I turned the key in the ignition and it worked like magic. Now, battery replaced, car's running even better than before, and when the car was sitting idle beforehand, it was kind of ticking over at a high level, high revs, and once the battery was replaced, that doesn't happen. So when I arrived, your man was like, "Geez, is that yourself outside sitting idle and revving up?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that doesn't sound too good. So let's have a look." So he had a little gadget with him. He put the two prongs basically to read the battery and read the level of the battery, and he said it looked fine when it was running, but as soon as I turned the engine off, that plummeted. So he said, "Oh no, that needs to be replaced." So yeah, done 15-20 minutes. Place called Battery World in Kimmage. If you're ever looking for a new battery for your car, get down there. No hassle. and gets straight to the job and gets everything sorted for you nice and easy. So I'm delighted with that. And yeah, so that's the first step down. So new battery, pretty reliable as well, 2-year warranty. So any issues that I have in the 2 years, I just head back down to them and show them the receipt, which I'll take a picture of now. On the way back to the house now, might get a car wash later on. And also I want to take the roof off the car. There's a little bit more to it. It's not electrical, it's a manual job, so you have to unscrew a couple of screws and take it all off as one. So again, delighted with myself, delighted with the job the guy did, €150. As I was saying, hopefully it'll make things a little bit easier to jump in the car and do a video nice and quick rather than having to jump start the car all the time. So, if you want to keep in touch, if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing with the car and how far I've gotten with it, make sure to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, and follow the journey. See you next time.